All right, guys, welcome back to the That Was Two podcast. I have another guest here. This is in my dorm, officially at college, and I'm excited to have on my roommate. You guys haven't met yet, but I want to introduce you guys to marketing major, freshman, and now current member of the JV soccer team here at Cedarville, Alex Purrington.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. It's a good intro. I like that.
Yeah.
You should be an announcer.
Yeah, I know,
That's
right?
awesome.
Yeah, how's it going? How's the week been? And how was tryouts? Let's start with that.
It was fun. Went by good. It was like 175 degrees, it felt like, during the tryouts. It was sweating like crazy, but it was good. The guys are cool. Coach is cool. Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a good season. We got better chance than what happened last year with the record. So hopefully we can at least win one game this year. So
for sure. It was exciting to see how well you guys did, and my buddy Charles is on the team as well. Obviously, you guys played with him, and then we got Gavin. Gavin might walk in front of the camera here in a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. But how has your first week at college been here? Cedarville obviously puts on a production. I mean, welcome week and getting started weekend, that's kind of Cedarville's thing. How was your experience with both of those, honestly?
Honestly, Cedarville has a way of making people feel welcome and making people feel like my bad. I got the boys in the background.
Yeah, you can't be serious when they're back there filming us right
Welcome
now.
week was sick. It was a good time. Played a lot of sports, a lot of good conversations, a lot of late nights.
A lot of late nights,
for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely sleep deprived a little bit.
Bro, I have not slept until 11 in my life once. And I did on Saturday.
Saturday morning, we both woke up right at 11.
Bro, that night was crazy.
Dude, crazy. We were up to what, 3?
I fell asleep immediately after the guys left, so I fell asleep at like 1:30.
Yeah, something like that. Dude. It was crazy.
No,
3 was last night.
3 was last night.
Not the other night. Yeah. Anyway, welcome week.
We still
was good.
do academics though. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's true. Welcome week was good. Met a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Heard a lot of good sermons and stuff, and
you guys are nuts back there. How you doing, Luke? How you doing, Luke? We're keeping it real over there.
I'm good.
The boys keeping it real in the back. We got some guys back here in our beds. We got Robbie, we got Luke, and we got back behind me here. We got George. How you doing, George?
Yo, what's up, boys? Doing good?
Yeah.
They're gonna be.
This girl's watching too.
Yeah,
This girl's watching too. Yeah. Hey, we don't need any clout chasing up in here.
No, don't tell them that, man. They'll think that they're actually here.
So what classes are you taking? What classes do you got going for this fall semester?
So I got 7 classes, 17 credits. I've got software tools for business, digital marketing with Will. Old Testament, world religions, intermediate algebra, physical active healthy living, which is PACL, and
you have a intermediate science, or you already said, or math. You have a math, right?
Intermediate algebra. I can't count. I got one more. Oh, history of 1500.
History, yeah.
So we got those classes. Yeah. I don't like world religions. It's a tough class. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good class. It's a good thing to learn. Like it's for sure. Like
he's lying.
Huh? No. I've learned a lot for sure. It teaches you how to like kind of like cope to, or like be able to help people in other countries like learn their religion and stuff like that. Obviously, it's kind of in the name. World religions is teaching people about Jesus in other countries, but it's been good. It's good. I got a couple people in the class that I know, so it's been fun to sit next to them and stuff. Yeah, how
have the profs been so far? I mean, Dr. K.O., shout out to my guy, Kerry Oberbrunner.
Oh, yeah. Love that guy.
He's a new professor here at Cedarville. Was he the chair of entrepreneurship or something like that? I don't know.
The head of it, director, something like that.
I mean, we got big things. The Startup Society is something I'm really excited for.
Got a meeting for that on Wednesday?
Tuesday. Friday.
That's
meeting on Friday. So we're going to meet about whatever they got going. We got the pitch where a student can win $1,000 September 15th. Cedarville students, if you're watching, sign up for that. Get your pitch in. Try to win some money. But we're winning, so it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, I'm excited to see this digital marketing class. Alex and I have been talking about this. I literally I want Monday to come only for that reason.
Yeah, I would 100% do that class all day. All day. I would sit in that room, have conversations with those people.
Just chat with Dr. K.O.
Literally just have those conversations. I don't think he knows how much we really enjoy that conversation. I'm hoping he sees this because that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
but he's a cool, really, really cool guy, and I'm looking forward to get to know him more and learning with him and having him teach us stuff that we don't know. And maybe one day start our own little thing going on. So
yeah, for sure. Oh man, it's exciting. So let's run around what you're thinking with JV soccer and your schedule. Like, how are you feeling about that? What's the schedule look like for JV soccer?
It's not bad. It's only like an hour and a half practices every day except for Thursday and Sunday. So it's like nighttime, afternoon practices and stuff, which wasn't bad. It kind of changes up every once in a while. Kind of get gypped of playing on the varsity team, I'm not going to lie. But, like, on the varsity field, I'm sorry, not the varsity team.
Yeah.
Definitely not good enough to play on the varsity team yet. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we get our practice uniforms tomorrow. We get to pick that up and stuff and start practicing. And we got our first game on Monday.
Okay.
I'm hyped about that. Gavin and I are hoping to get the little captain role.
Yeah.
See what happens with that. But got to show some leadership in that way.
We'll get some
sure.
hype in there for the JV team. I know people usually show out for the varsities only, but I mean, I think if the game's good, people will show up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if us boys get it going.
Oh, yeah.
So.
If we get our first win on Monday, it's an away game. It's about 25, 30 minutes away. If we get that first win in, got to pull up the home game.
100%.
Got to pull up. For sure.
Yeah, so you're homeschooled. You were homeschooled like me. How have you felt like homeschooling in general has prepared you just for like what's been going on with college so far?
Dude, honestly, homeschooling, as much as I didn't like it when I was younger, like I didn't see the point in it, and I didn't enjoy it, and I begged my parents to take me to public school. But honestly, it has been the best thing that happened to me, to be honest. And the only thing that I wish I could change would be the fact that if I could play high school soccer.
Yeah.
That's it. Honestly, I don't really feel like I didn't really want to deal with the high school drama. I mean, high school drama kind of found its way to me, but like just not being involved in that and kind of like separating myself like that definitely helped with my mental state. It also allowed me to work more. Like I worked a lot. I worked at Chick-fil-A for about a year and a half, 2 years, manager. So I was able to work a lot, and I was still able to hang out with people at the high school, friends and stuff, and so it was good. It was good for sure.
Yeah, and so with homeschooling, obviously you said like you were able to work a lot. What exactly did you do? Like you said, you did Chick-fil-A. I know you do landscaping as well. Just what did you do with all that?
Yeah, so the landscaping business I started like 3 years ago. I kind of just did it myself, and I had my cousin and brother help out every once in a while, but it was mainly me. It's kind of like a side business thing. Every week I just like once a week I take off from Chick-fil-A and go. Usually it'd be on Thursdays. Go cut, so it's done for the weekend for him. Extra cash on the side. Yeah. But yeah, and then Chick-fil-A was kind of just like I got to move up in the ranks kind of thing, and became a supervisor in under a year, and then just started working with hiring and development and ordering the truck and inventory and stuff like that. I learned a lot inventory wise and just management and cool terms and stuff like that. But yeah, for sure, I learned a lot in that experience, and I'm excited to go back and hopefully learn more about that and are able to apply the stuff I learned here to that job.
Yeah, that's what I really enjoyed with homeschooling as well, just the versatility. Like I worked as well, marketing agency, my own video projects, and
you got it all, man.
Yeah, and like whenever how did scheduling your classes and stuff work with homeschooling? Like, were you able to do a lot of scheduling? Did you have to like, how did your parents give you deadlines for everything? Did they say, hey, like by end of the year, be all done with all this stuff, or how did that really like work out?
So the first 2.5, 3 years, I did a co-op. Well, I've been homeschooled since I was third grade. Ever since that grade, I did this thing called Classical Conversations, which is kind of like a co-op for homeschoolers. There's a couple people, or you get like 10 or 12, 15 people in your class maybe, and you go to class once a week, and your teacher would teach you the work, the subjects and stuff, and assign you the stuff that needs to be done by the week. Yeah. And you would bring it back, show them like the work, talk about the work. We did debates, we wrote essays, so we'd read the essays in class. Yeah. But ultimately, your parents would be kind of the ones in charge of grading and like doing that kind of thing. But yeah, so up until about like I was switching. It was the fall semester of my junior year. After that, I switched and I just did college classes. So I just did dual enrollment classes, getting my credits done, because all my high school classes were basically done other than math. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of did a light load of college classes, but it was still like I did Cedarville, I did Southeastern University. I also did a community college local to me in Maryland. That was called Chesapeake College. Okay. So that was good. I did that, and So
nice. Yeah. I mean, I'm along the same track. Started dual enrollment from junior year. and onward. But like it was super helpful because pretty much that junior year, my parents said, "All right, if you want to learn how to be a college student, you're gonna run it all. You're gonna run your own schedule. You're gonna sign up for your own classes. You're gonna organize it, and then you just send us the bill because obviously it's your high school, and we're paying for it." So it was like I basically went through all those processes already. Like I was able to pick the classes that I wanted and obviously verify with them to make sure I fill the like high school guidelines because they're obviously different than college. But yeah, I feel like it, not that it necessarily prepared me more than public school, like it's different preparedness wise, because at homeschool I didn't have to deal with like all the other stuff going around me like a public schooler would. Like I feel like public schoolers are probably better with that.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
I'm sorry, I can't take it serious.
No.
Dude, honestly with homeschooling and stuff, it prepares you to be able to talk to adults and have conversation with adults. And kids in public school, like, they can talk to adults, but I mean, I'm not calling anybody out here. You guys went to public school. I'm not shaming you guys. Like, good for you. Like, if your parents didn't have the time to homeschool you, or your mom wasn't as awesome as my mom, shout out, Mom, I love you. My dad was alright. He was cool. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, it prepared you to kind of like talk to adults and be professional with them and stuff. And the fact that you weren't in high school, like dealing with kids, immature kids all day, and like learning from their example and being desensitized of like how you actually should treat people in a real life scenario, it definitely benefited in that way. And prepared me in a more professional sense than I would say at public school or. Yeah,
I noticed that with my co-op is like a lot of the kids, like I never had a lot of exposure to the specific public school kids in my district just because I didn't really like do much with my school because I didn't want to. And homeschool kids are really good at talking with adults. Like they're willing to they'll shake their hands and they'll look at them. A lot of public school kids that I know, I'm
gonna cut you off real quick. We got the weird group of homeschoolers.
There are some weird homeschoolers too.
Sit in their room all day.
There's some weird ones.
I'm not gonna say all homeschoolers are perfect.
Not all
they know how to
are
talk to
great,
adults. We're not gonna sit here.
And not all public school kids deal with that too.
Right.
No. I get it. But then there was this one time my dad was going and he was like saying hi to this one kid like he normally does, and the kid literally just said "sup," and that was it
to the adult,
to my dad, and we were just like, all right,
man.
But yeah, so I think it's just different, and it treats you for different stuff. What's up, Robbie?
Yes, I'm just gonna come in real quick.
Yeah, jump in.
All right, Robbie, what you got?
Come on, bro.
What you got?
Get in here.
I'm just gonna say, when it comes to homeschoolers, they are very respectful towards adults. I 100% agree with that. But I will say they carry themselves in a way that you just know. Like for him and for William, for Alex and for William, I kid you not. You can ask George, any of them.
Okay, but
Robbie,
after the third day of knowing them, I told them I think they're homeschooled before we even know, and they were.
We'll give it away. We'll give it away,
dude. You just know.
We'll give it away.
You just know, bro. You just know.
Like, how do you know who to marry?
You just know.
Are you saying we're
Do you want
weird?
to put Robbie on?
Yeah, you put me on.
All right, run on. This is Boys Podcast.
Yeah,
Boys,
come on here, get in here, bro.
Boys Pod. All right.
Is that good?
Do we want to do just Robbie? Then we'll slide. Switch through all the boys tonight.
That's fine. I like that. Okay,
All right, it was nice meeting you
all
guys.
right, that was Alex. We'll have Alex
Robbie's
back
taking
on,
over.
boys. No worries. Yeah, that was Alex, everyone. All right.
Good job.
All right, we'll run through the boys tonight. All right.
All right.
This is my boy Robbie over here, guys. Give him a round of applause. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, repping my Bengals.
Nobody's round of applause. Dang. All right,
I'm
but
a Patriots fan, but
he's a Patriots fan wearing the
I cheer for the
Bengals.
Bengals. I'm from Cincy.
He likes both of like.
Joe Burrow's hot, so you gotta rep him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a hottie, man.
How's it going, Robbie?
It's going good, man. Yeah, college, man.
Yeah. So what is it about these homeschoolers? How did you know that we were homeschoolers?
I mean, I'll say this. My dad was youth pastor. I grew up and with teens all the time, right? And so I would just see people interact, teenagers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I get to high school, and I'm in youth group, and most of our youth group now is we got 70 to 100 kids in our youth group.
Yeah.
And I realized I was like, man, these homeschoolers always bring a backpack, and they always pull a pocket knife out. For some reason, these homeschoolers,
my brother's like that all the
bring
time.
a pocket knife out at church, and they're like, bro, my pocket knife's nicer than yours. It's like, what do you bring a pocket knife? And why do you have a backpack full of a Bible, a notebook, your Nintendo Switch? They bring their lives everywhere. But nah. The thing that got me, the reason I knew that you and Alex were homeschoolers, I think, is when you were interacting with women, and it's not in a bad way. There's just a certain way that homeschoolers go about it.
Okay.
And it just seemed like you guys were just like, whoa, there's a lot of women. And so like everyone else was just kind of like playing it, and then you guys were just like immediately like there's like 4 girls that you're hanging out with, and you
Oh
weren't
my
interested in them at all. Like we're at college, right? You're
Yeah,
allowed to be
yeah.
friends with girls. I'm not saying that. Not at
Yeah,
all. Like,
100%
I know you
hang
guys
with
weren't
the
interested in
boys.
any of these girls.
Yeah.
But it was just the way that like I saw you guys interact with people and with
Yeah.
girls, and then I just looked at George and I was like, dude, they got to be homeschooled. Schooled or whatever. No, I knew you weren't homeschooled. I knew George wasn't homeschooled because he already acts like a class clown. He wouldn't have just acted like a class clown at home. Like he's not gonna be in his room like making jokes to himself, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
okay.
I knew he wasn't. I knew
Alright,
I
interesting.
knew Luke wasn't either. I knew he wasn't. Because
Alright.
there was a way that Luke carried himself too.
Yeah. Okay.
He's more reserved at first. He's kind of broken out of his shell.
Yeah.
But I knew
We
he
love
wasn't
Luke.
homeschooled just by
Okay.
the way he was acting. But I'm telling you, man, you homeschoolers, you have a look to you. You guys aren't the awkward ones, so that's good.
We have
right?
the awkward one.
But
There
you
are
still
some
have,
awkward.
you still
there
have
are-
that look. I'm telling you, you still have that look.
We still got that homeschooler
Yeah, like
bug on
George
us.
said, it's like when you know who you're gonna marry. Like
Yeah.
you just know.
You just know
I
it.
knew you
You
guys
just
were
know it.
homeschooled.
Yeah.
I knew it. I actually didn't even know you were homeschooled till like a few days after I found out he was. I didn't.
Yeah, I never said. I just never say
never
like I'm
said it, but he
homeschooled.
did,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Because some
But
kids,
yeah.
there's like 2 reactions when I say I'm homeschooled. It's like they're like, "Yo, you're like really smart then," or they're like, "Oh, you're homeschooled."
No, it's you cheated through school. You know, if I was homeschooled, like, okay, I gotta be honest here. Like, I'm just gonna wrap myself out
ChatGPT
now, right?
the entire.
No,
way.
no, I didn't ChatGPT. I'm not a high school guy. Like, I didn't use ChatGPT, right? or Quizlet. What's Quizlet? You know?
What's Quizlet? Yeah.
No, but like, what were you saying?
That's funny, but yeah. All right, let's run around. I want to ask you about your class schedule as well. We'll turn the tables
Oh.
back to academics. Be serious
Academics.
here. So
All
you're
right,
doing
I'll-
marketing as well. So
Yeah, yeah.
Alex, myself, Robbie, Gavin. Gavin's doing marketing as well. Is that right? Alex, is Gavin in marketing?
Gavin is in marketing, correct.
Gavin
yeah,
is in
yeah.
marketing. So yeah, what's your class schedule looking like this fall?
Yeah, so I got politics and American culture tomorrow. That's the only class I have Monday. It's at like 2:00.
Okay.
I got biology and algebra on Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have some class in the morning. I forget what it's called. Something about humanities. Or it's no, humanities is an online class. I forget what it's called. I also got bio on Wednesday too, and then I also
Bio.
got politics and American culture on Wednesday too, and then Friday I have this PE class, physical.
Packle.
Yeah,
Packle,
whatever
yeah.
you call it.
Yeah.
Our teacher's pretty lit. It's a big jack dude. As you can see, I
Nice.
don't.
Yeah, my-
I dabble with the weights, but like if you look
Yeah.
at me, like I'm not some.
Yeah, my brother
I-
did
I need help.
strength and conditioning class with your prof.
Yeah.
He loved him. He just loved the guy.
Yeah.
My brother would come. I feel like my brother would come to Cedarville just for
Oh, yeah,
that
so you have
guy.
a history of Cedarville.
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
second gen.
You're
So
a
my
second gen.
my
See, he's a
parents.
second gen too, right?
Yeah, kind of right.
Both
Yeah.
second gen.
Yeah, my
Okay,
parents
so
met
you and
here.
Alex.
I have a bunch
your
of
parents met here.
My parents met here.
Mm.
My dad was the sting leader of my mom's group,
Okay.
kind of, specifically for the transfers. My mom was a transfer.
Okay.
So he was the leader of the transfer groups, and
Yeah. Dude, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
sick. My
so-
parents met at PCC, so
Okay.
don't go there. Don't go there. You gotta wear skirts to your ankles.
yeah,
No, it's
but yeah.
bad. They had to walk on opposite sides of the sidewalk. Not actually. That's just the joke. But no, they're happily married. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're gonna meet your wife somewhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter where.
We're gonna meet him next weekend.
You know, you won't meet my parents next weekend. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
Labor
right.
on Labor Day weekend.
That's
oh,
right,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
that's gonna
right.
be sick.
Oh,
How many credits is that? How many
What?
credits? How many credits
I
is
got
that?
16.5. I was in 14.5, but then I
okay.
added the PADL or whatever class that was because I just had to get that done.
Okay.
So yeah, no, it's nice. I don't have that bad of a schedule.
Yeah,
I
it's not bad.
I